Hey, what's up gamers? You have TigerChainsaw here. Now, over the last couple years, I've been putting out a lot of Sega Master System content, and I've also done quite a few reviews. One of the games that I get asked to review the most is Black Belt from 1986. To me, it seems like there's almost a cult following about this game, and so a few of you have asked me to review it, and today I'm doing just that. I'm reviewing Black Belt from 1986 on the Sega Master System. Now this game is unique for a variety of reasons, including one of the earliest examples of localization, but more on that in just a little bit. Now if you love game reviews and Sega Master System content, I have produced tons of game reviews on my channel, so make sure you hit that sub button so you don't miss any of those. Alright, let's head back to 1986 and check out Black Belt. The Sega Master System had just been released in North America when Sega developed and published Black Belt in 1986. The side-scrolling beat-em-up would feature martial artist Ricky on his quest to rescue Kyoko from the evil rival Wang. If you are a fan of the series Fist of the North Star, Black Belt is actually the first entry in the series. It was just localized and changed a bit for Western audiences. Would Black Belt earn the status of Master, or would the game fall on its face? Let's find that out, starting with the plot of Black Belt, but be warned, spoilers are ahead. When I fired up Black Belt, I was given very little presentation, and it left me wondering, why am I beating up all of these people? Well, I found the answer out in the manual, so I'll go ahead and read what it says. You're a Black Belt Master, one of the best, and you'll have plenty of chances to prove it. Kyoko, your beautiful Japanese girlfriend, has gotten herself into a beautiful Japanese mess. No, not bukkake. If you don't know what that is, do not look it up. Anyway, in order to rescue her from this beautiful Japanese mess, you must first get through a tireless army of enemies. They're mean, they're like machines, and some of them are armed with whips, knives, swords, and even flamethrowers. Plus, your arch rival Wang is as skilled a master as you are. Fight smart and fight hard. Your only weapon is your well-trained, fine-tuned martial arts body. You're Ricky, the good guy in the white G. Everyone else is the enemy. Like Ryu, the Kung Fu master, Hawk, a whip and knife slinger, Ganta, the Jiu-Jitsu man in black, Oni, the ninja with the red whip and the red sword, Rita, the flamethrower, and finally Wang, the Kung Fu master with the same training as you. So as Ricky, you make your way through each level defeating the gangs and the bosses. Finally, you reach Wang in a one-on-one showdown. After defeating him, you are treated to a cute little cutscene of Ricky picking up Kyoko, and then the screen says you've finally defeated the boss and temporarily brought peace to the world. Amazing! Simply by rescuing my girlfriend, I have brought peace to this world. Now with the experience you've gained and Kyoko's love to sustain you, continue to battle onward to earn an even more rousing victory. Yeah, we all know what that means. You see this cover? You see this foot? It's going to be kicking a lot of ass. Black Belt is a very early Sega Master System game. There's almost no presentation, there's no cutscenes or prologue before starting the game. You are greeted with a blue screen that simply says Black Belt with Ricky next to it. When you start the game, you'll have 3 lives. Now, I'll get this out of the way right now. This is a super hard game. You gotta work at it to be good. You will get your ass kicked a ton. I beat the first level fairly easily, but after that, I did not stand a chance against the end level bosses, and I had to replay them again and again. Each level is played the same way. you'll walk to the right with Ricky as a single type of enemy attacks you from both the front and the back. I was always kind of amused by the first level enemies. They looked like Russian strongmen from a circus. The enemies that continue to attack you are very easy to defeat, taking just a single punch or kick to defeat them. When you do defeat them, their body explodes into tiny chunks of square sprites. It's hilarious, and it makes Ricky seem like some type of superhuman with insane powers. After defeating a few hordes of these easy opponents, you'll face off against a mini-boss. Now, I applaud Black Belt for these fights because every one of them was unique in their character design and strategy. After you defeat the mid-level boss, you'll continue to face the hordes, and then eventually you'll face off one-on-one against a major boss. This turns Black Belt from a side-scrolling beat-em-up to a genuine fighting game, and the switch up is incredible. As unimpressed as I was with the side-scrolling presentation, the one-on-one fights are highly detailed and they look great. You'll each have a health meter that will show how you're doing against each other. These fights are by far the toughest. Here's kinda how I fared against them. Ryu was the first level boss, and he was a tough son of a gun, but you'll face other bosses that are just as challenging and unique. I thought Hawk was easy, but then came an extremely bouncy sumo wrestler. The toughest end level boss was actually Rita. She was tough to damage, and I didn't exactly know how I defeated her because I'd hit her a bunch of times, but sometimes I'd damage her while other times I didn't. Now, after defeating Rita, you immediately will face Wang. He will attack you every chance he gets, but I thought Wang was gonna be just a little bit harder. LOL! Each time you defeat a boss, you'll be treated to a short sequence of Ricky furiously punching or kicking away at their bodies until they explode or fall down. This was such a cool thing to see, and I'm sure gamers back in 1986 thought this was the greatest thing ever. For me, this was a real treat. As for music, Black Belt does have it in the stages, but it's kinda cheery, like you're going on a Sunday stroll, not kicking a bunch of ninjas in the face. The music didn't really blend well, but that's just a small complaint. The game is rather short. If you are an expert, you can beat this in 20 minutes, but again, this is a very tough game, and it requires a ton of practice. Some games are short and easy. Some games are short and a challenge. Black Belt is a challenge, and a huge one at that. If you suck, you'll know right away. You're gonna get your butt kicked by Ryu in level 1. Practice makes perfect, and you'll need to practice to get good at this game. It's not a special game, but I'm sure it kept Sega gamers amused. Black Belt is an extremely early entry in the Sega Master System library. Graphics have not aged well, and the music doesn't fit, but there are some gameplay and ideas that are worthy of your attention. The way the game shifts from a side-scrolling beat-em-up to a one-on-one fighting game is impressive, and the sequences where you finish off a boss is really entertaining. You'll definitely want to play this game for the historical aspect of it, especially if you're a fan of Fist of the North Star. But don't expect to get hooked or even get past the first level, which is why I'm giving Black Belt a 6.4 out of 10. That means it's an average game to any gamer. Now, if you own the Master System, it's a cool game to have, but it's not a must-play. So that's my review of Black Belt from 1986 on the Sega Master System. Did you learn anything today in the review? Did you know that this was actually associated with Fist of the North Star? Let me know your comments below on your thoughts on Black Belt and whether you like it or whether you hate it. And of course, while you're there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to watch plenty of game reviews that I've done. In fact, if you love Master System reviews, I did recently review Quartet, so check that out after this review. Happy gaming! Thanks for watching, and make sure you play a video game today.